Hello, and thank you for joining today's webinar on home electrification and appliance rebates, do it yourself, DIY. And my name is Anita Wilson, and I'm the project manager for Georgia's Home Energy Rebates administered by Georgia Environmental Finance Authority, or GEFA for short. Guidehouse, a consulting firm with expertise in government programs, is assisting GEFA with the implementation of Georgia's home energy rebates. Malcolm Clark, a state and local government associate director with Guidehouse, and Olivia McCoy, a communities energy and infrastructure consultant with Guidehouse, will be supporting the webinar today. So, big thank you to them. And we have a few housekeeping items we'd like to share before we get started on the content. Today's webinar will be recorded. Our previous webinars were recorded and have been uploaded to the program website. You can access those by going to the Program Resources tab at energyrebates.georgia.gov. We will be monitoring the Q&A feature on Zoom today. You'll use your computer mouse to hover over the Zoom meeting features and click the Q&A icon to access the Q&A box and type in your question. And you may have to hover or click on the more icon first and then click on the Q&A icon to get that box to open up for you. I will also mention we're going to do a one question survey that you should get as a pop-up when you exit today's webinar. If you would just take a moment to plug in a comment there, it will help us plan future webinars for this program. And the information we are sharing with you today is current as of June 24th, 2026. Please visit our official program website for the most current information. Again, that's energyrebates.georgia.gov. And we will move on. Get flipped over. Okay. Today's agenda will include telling you a little bit about GEFA, giving you an overview of Georgia's home energy rebates, giving some specifics related to the HERE program and ways to participate in the HERE program. We will tell you about applicant resources and we'll tell you about some upcoming changes to the HERE program. So let's get started. All right, beginning with a little background on the Georgia Environmental Finance Authority. GEFA was founded in 1986 and turns 40 this year. GEFA manages programs that serve and improve Georgia's energy, land, and water resources. GEFA serves as the state energy office for Georgia. Georgia's home energy rebates is administered through GEFA's Energy Resources Division, and Georgia's home energy rebates are funded by the U.S. Department of Energy. All right. And an overview of Georgia's home energy rebates. All right, they help Georgia residents interested in pursuing energy efficiency home improvements and or electric appliance updates at a reduced cost. Energy efficiency improvements and updating existing appliances with ones that require less energy to operate can lower monthly energy bills. All Georgia residents are eligible to participate. The program is not restricted to owner-occupied homes. Tenants may apply with permission from the owner of the home. There are two distinct programs that make up Georgia's home energy rebates, and we will start by telling you a little bit about the home efficiency rebates. That is also known as the HER program, and it is designed to address whole home energy efficiency improvements. The HER program is not income restricted, but higher rebate levels are available for households that meet specific income qualifications. The HER program does require that a minimum of 20% energy savings is achieved by the measures completed, and higher rebate levels are available when an energy savings of 35% or more is achieved. Projects submitted under the HER program are always contractor led. You can learn more about the HER program by visiting our website and watching the webinar number 3, Home Efficiency Rebates, a guide to whole home upgrades. All right, moving on to the HERE program. The Home Electrification and Appliance Rebates, or HERE program, provides rebates to households with incomes under 150% of the area median income, or AMI, of their county. We will provide more information about area median income in the next slide. Under the HERE program, rebates will apply to specific appliance installation and efficiency measures. There is no energy savings requirement under the HERE program. HERE projects are primarily contractor-led, but there is a do-it-yourself pathway within the HERE program that we're going to tell you some more about today. So again, focusing on HERE today. All right. A little bit on HERE program eligibility. To meet the eligibility criteria for the HERE program, you'll need to look at project eligibility requirements and participant eligibility requirements. So from a project perspective, eligible HERE measures are limited to heat pump hot water heaters, heat pump for heating and cooling, insulation, air sealing, and ventilation, the installation of an electric stove, cooktop, range, oven, heat pump clothes dryer, or combination washer dryer. An electric load center panel upgrade and electric wiring upgrades are also included, but they need to be associated with an appliance upgrade. From a participant perspective, eligible HERE applicants are limited to household incomes at or below 150% of area median income. Higher rebate levels are available for household incomes below 80% of area median income, or AMI. If your household income is above 150% of AMI, you would not be eligible for the HERE program, but you would be eligible for the HER program. So definitely look into that if that is the case for you. And then, as promised, a little bit about area median income, or AMI. Those levels are determined by the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD. AMI levels are updated annually, and they differ from county to county. A listing of current income limits is available on the HUD website, and a link to that HUD website is accessible through our program website, energyrebates.georgia.gov. And then a reminder that renters are eligible to apply under the HERE program with permission from their landlord. Rebate levels are based on tenant income when the renter is the applicant. Okay, then we wanted to make sure you knew about the incentive limits per measure under the HERE program. So the absolute maximum total rebates paid out to a household for the HERE program cannot exceed $14,000. Again, those higher levels are going to be available to those based on their AMI, their household income. But the incentive levels for our heat pump hot water heater, it's going to be $1,750. For the heat pump for space heating and cooling, $8,000. The measures that actually fall into the DIY category, where you're getting an electric stove, electric cooktop, range, oven, heat pump, clothes dryer, or combo clothes washer dryer that maxes out at $840. And then the electrical load center or panel upgrade that's associated with a appliance upgrade would maxes out at $4,000. Insulation, air sealing, and ventilation upgrades max out at $1,600. And then any electrical wiring upgrades that are needed associated with an appliance upgrade, that does max out at $2,500. Okay. So, our HERE program pathways. You can work with a program approved contractor to plan a scope of work that includes any of the measures covered by the HERE program, but the DIY pathway is only available for a subset of those measures. So, only those cooktop range, oven, stove, heat pump, clothes dryer, combination washer dryer, those are going to be the only ones allowable under DIY. Okay, so a process if you decided to go the contractor-led pathway for a HERE project. You're going to use today to kind of kickstart your initial interest in the program. Maybe explore some eligibility requirements, program requirements, ask questions of us today, and then also get on the website to see if they to connect with a contractor in your area that can help with these upgrades. The contractor that you decide to move forward with is going to create a scope of work that you have worked with them on. They're going to actually create the case using an online platform. They'll invite you into that so that you can put in your household information, and a review team will review both household information and project information that has been submitted online, and then issue a confirmation that the rebate is approved and installation can move forward. The applicant and the contractor will work out a time to get the installation or measures completed, and then the contractor will include some additional information on the online platform to confirm that things were installed as scoped out in the application before it was approved. And then the review team will take a look at that post-install information submitted by the contractor, and then we will issue payment directly to the contractor so that you don't have to pay out of pocket for measures that are covered by the rebate. All right. And then by contrast, the do-it-yourself pathway. You are going to be using today again as initial interest, learning about DIY today. You can again explore the website to get some more information on requirements and eligibility. You can also start shopping around. We are going to show you a good place to find eligible products online, to take a look at those and see what might be the right fit for your home. You will actually, once you have confirmed that you're eligible and that you have found an eligible appliance, you will work on getting that purchased. And then before your old equipment is hauled away, please make sure you take some photos of the existing equipment and get a little bit of information about the existing equipment that was in there before the replacement occurs, because you will need that for the application. You'll put in photos and documents and information related to the appliance that is being upgraded, as well as your household eligibility information into the online application. The project team will review that. If anything is missing or if they need a clarification on anything, they will email you to get that straight. And then they will conduct a final review of everything that has been submitted, and then you will be issued payment within 14 days of everything getting submitted. Okay. And then we wanted to highlight some resources that we have out there that may be helpful as you kind of navigate how you would like to proceed on a HERE project. So on our program website, we have several tabs where we kind of break out HER versus HERE. We have a tab on eligibility. We have that program resources tab that can get you to lots of links and documents that can be helpful. There is also a rebate eligibility calculator tool on the website. So if you don't feel like getting onto the HUD site and kind of dissecting where you land on AMI, we have used the data that HUD has published to help folks have a handy tool where all they'll need to enter is their household size, their household income, and their county. And then the rebate calculator tool will let you know where you land on the AMI scale. And then you'll click another arrow that will open up another page to kind of help you, once you know your AMI, kind of figure out what incentives you're eligible for under the rebate program. And that'll provide that for both her and here. So that's a handy resource. We also have a online contractor directory on our website. So we have program approved contractors. If you're going to do a contractor-led project, whether that's for her or here, you will need to work with a program approved contractor. So a contractor within our program network. And so that's why we have that directory to kind of help you find someone. You can search by a service. So like you can put in insulation or HVAC to find contractors that can uh, do the trades that you need help with on your project, or you can just type in a county, and then that'll pull up all the in-network contractors working that have that county listed as being within their service territory. So that is helpful as well. And then we have some application guides that will help. We have those for both contractor-led applications and DIY applications. So those can be really handy, especially once you get into the online platform to do what you need to do for the application to move forward. There'll be screenshots and step-by-step directions and a little bit of clarity around questions being asked and everything. So that is a helpful tool as well. And then we like to let people know about our call center, and that is available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if you have questions or get stuck, or if sometimes there's like the emails aren't getting through for one reason or not or another, the contact center can help with that as well. Okay. And then we wanted to highlight what Energy Star resources are out there. So again, on the HERE program, the products that are involved in the project need to be Energy Star certified. So the best way to make sure, especially on DIY, because your contractor will make sure anything that they are working on at your home is going to be compliant with the program. But it's especially important when you're thinking of a DIY project, something that you're going to be paying out money for upfront, that you want to make sure you're getting a appliance that it complies with the program. So we have the Energy Star product finder, and you can go straight to the Energy Star webpage and find all this yourself. But we do have this as a link on our website under that. Program resources tab on our site so that you can get to that. And then there is a product finder user guide that can kind of help you navigate and find the product that is right for you. And then we have been also working with some retailers. Our big box retailers like Lowe's and Home Depot have also created landing pages that can help you find eligible products that they are selling. But you do not have to go just to Lowe's or Home Depot. You can find an eligible Energy Star appliance at any retailer, and it's still going to be eligible. Okay. So next, we want to let you know a little bit about some upcoming changes that are going to impact the HERE program. So on May 29th, the U.S. Department of Energy that funds the energy rebates across the U.S., they did issue some guidance, and it's going to involve some changes that are going to impact how Georgia runs the HERE program. So, as of right now, on the HERE program, the requirement is to go from something non-electric to electric. And so that's why we had named it electrification. And but that is going to be shifting. And so we're letting people know that if they have a HERE project in mind, that does involve fuel switching, like maybe going from a gas type of appliance to an efficient electric appliance. Those will need to be submitted online no later than 10 a.m. on August the 10th, 2026. And so contractors that work in the HERE program have been notified, so they're already going to know about this deadline. But we wanted folks that are interested in a HERE project to know this as well. That time is of the essence if you are switching from a gas or other type of appliance to an electric appliance. That you'll need to get everything in and submitted by August the 10th that morning. All right, so after that deadline, fuel switching projects will no longer be accepted, and we will be accepting only electric to higher efficiency electric upgrades. And we will have more information available on that. Hopefully, it will be well before August 31st, but we have a few follow-up questions that we have sent to the Department of Energy to make sure that we are clear on how we are rolling out the changes. So we're still gathering information so that we can give the full scope of all the changes and all the details you would need to know if you would like to go electric to electric with a HERE project. And so I will say it would be really good to stay alert to any additional webinars. We will probably have a webinar in the future where we discuss the changes in more detail and can answer questions related to the changes in more detail. That will likely be in September. So just keep an eye out for an invitation to attend that. And then any updates that we have in between now and when we do an informational session around the changes, we will have those on energyrebates.georgia.gov. So stay tuned on all of that. Okay, so given the changes, what we wanted to share with you as you consider a HERE project. So again, fuels, if your planned project involves some sort of fuel switching after 10 a.m. on August the 10th, we are not going to be accepting new applications within the system related to that on the HERE side of the program. Only electric to higher efficiency electric upgrades are going to be eligible. So if your HERE project plan included some fuel switching, um, this you want to make sure you get everything submitted by that date. And then once you have everything submitted, please very closely monitor your inbox, because if something was missing or didn't come through clearly, or if the review team needs something to move your application forward, we need you to respond to that very promptly. So just don't think once you've clicked to submit everything, or that your contractor has clicked to submit everything, that you're good. Please closely monitor your inbox, because that is the way that the project team or program team will reach out to you if they need something additional in order to get you fully approved and get those funds reserved for your project. All right. And then if you maybe have an electric appliance already and you are thinking about maybe using the HERE program to get a more efficient electric appliance or system put in at home. Um, those are going to be eligible in the coming months, and then timing and details on how to move forward with that application online will be provided again on the website and or on a future informational session like we've done today. And so if your planned project does involve electric to electric, just stay close to our website, subscribe to stay up to date on program announcements so that you'll get an email when those are released. And so that good way to do that is to join our mailing list, and then that way you'll get all the program news as it's available. Okay. All right, so let me stop there and see if we had some questions or if I need to re-review anything. I went through that quickly. So let me pause and see if we've gotten any questions in.
Thank you, Anita. We have a few questions, so
Okay.
I'll start with the first one. So, how is the efficiency savings metric calculated if my current appliance is broken? That is, I can replace with another electric water heater, not ideal, or upgrade to a heat pump, preferred, but this comparison cannot be accurately made because even with my broken electric water heater, my use was conservative.
Got it. Okay. So yep, if you decide to maybe go more on the her side of the program where the energy efficiency threshold is that requirement is in play, just when you talk to a contractor, just explain your situation. They are going to be doing some modeling to get to those baseline and estimated energy savings. So just talk that through. If you have a contractor that's going to kind of consider you for a her project, and then if you're going from something non-electric to electric right now, you can talk to a contractor that does HERE projects, or if you would like to wait until later in the year, if you're someone that has to go electric to electric and you want to consider a HERE project later this year when the electric to electric process is in play, you can do that as well.
All right, thank you. Next question. Can existing dual fuel heat pumps be upgraded?
That is a great question. So that is one, especially with the changes in mind, that is one question we have out to the Department of Energy of how that is going to impact with the HERE program. I would say you can still talk to a contractor that does her projects if you would like to pursue an upgrade around that, because an upgrade to an appliance plus some additional whole home upgrades might be able to get you the energy savings you need.
Okay, thank you. This might be a question maybe for Olivia or Malcolm, but is
Okay.
1040 AGI used for eligibility in regards to AMI?
And I can jump in just because I've gotten this question before. But Malcolm, you correct me or elaborate. So adjusted gross income is what they use to determine your household income. Anyone that is 18 years of age or older does need to report income to get the total household income calculated. But the number that they do pull from those documents is the adjusted gross income. So, but they still have to get a total household income and then compare that to the area median income levels.
Okay, thank you. We have a question related to a contractor.
Okay.
We have a individual that's been waiting for more than 3 weeks for a work scope, and the
Okay.
contractors informed them it could take up to 6 to 12 weeks. Can they inquire with another contractor now in case the original contractor is not going to follow through?
All right. I would say let's make sure we get my contact information in plugged into the Q&A feature so that you can email me that. I just want to check in the system and kind of see where that project is in the process before we give you any specific advice on that. So, but happy to look at that closer. So if any of my teammates out there can plug my email address in there, just shoot me a note and we will chase that down for you.
Okay, we have a question on the August 10th deadline. What kind of projects are accepted now before August 10th? Gas to electric or electric to electric?
Yep. So on the here side, um, all that we are currently accepting now and through 10 a.m. on August the 10th is the fuel switching type. So we are really encouraging, since time is of the essence, we're really encouraging folks to, contractors and participants alike to focus on those projects and getting them in before the deadline. We will be sharing more information between now and hopefully before August the 10th to tell folks when and how they will be able to submit an electric to electric project under the HERE program. So we don't have a clear date and process for that yet. We just want to alert people that that is coming soon and to stay close to the website for more details around that. But for right now, just on the HERE side, only fuel switching. So going maybe from gas to an electric appliance in that case.
Okay, thank you. I think we had a similar question related to that. I think you've answered that as well.
Okay.
So we have an attendee that submitted an application for a DIY project to switch from a gas dryer to an all-in-one heat pump washer and dryer unit.
Okay.
And the appliance arrived and they have submitted their application. And the
Okay.
questions about the outlets in the laundry room are not GCIC certified. Am I able to apply to have my outlets updated? Do both programs offer the opportunity to upgrade GCIC outlets along with an electrical appliance or efficiency upgrade?
Okay, great question. I do not know the answer to that. So that's another one. If somebody would make sure my email address is in the chat, send me that one and we will chase that down with our technical team, and make sure we get you an answer to that so that you can move forward.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
How do contractors do the energy modeling? Are they required to use a certain software?
Yes. So the software is called Snug Pro. And so all of our contractors that are doing the energy modeling get access to that. And that is what they are using to input both baseline data and modeling the upgrades to get to that estimated energy savings. And then there will be so there's a kind of like a pre-assessment where it helps them kind of get the baseline, and then they're able to model to make sure the measures that they're going to do are going to meet or exceed the threshold. And then there is a kind of like a test out after the measures have been implemented just to confirm that they've met those. So yeah, all running through Snug Pro with this program for the her side.
Let's see, we have a question. How do contractors um, get listed as a participating contractor? This is coming from an independent contractor.
Yeah. So once they have gone through the enrollment and onboarding process, there's some trainings that they'll need to do. Those are online, and then they get connected with an account manager. And then there is some documentation that needs to be uploaded and some setup online. It's like a contractor profile that we have set up online. And once all that is done, the account manager will compile the information that they would like to have, that contracting company would like to have posted on the website, and then they get that over to GFA to upload. So just in case if you're somebody that is waiting for your information to get uploaded, please let us know. But if you're looking for someone in particular to confirm that they're an approved contractor, they should be on the website. And if they're not listed on the website, but they should be, or you know that they are with an approved contractor with the program, please feel free to call that call center number because they'll be able to confirm whether or not that company is approved to work in the program.
Okay, we have a kind of a technical question related on income qualification for the program. So
Okay.
um, the comment in question is, I have a rental property, an AUD, and the tenant makes more than me. Why can't I qualify for my property? So the tenant apparently is probably ineligible due to their income,
Got it.
but the property owner might be eligible based on their income.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, if you, that's another one where we can get with the review team to help you navigate the best way to go about that. Um, the thing I will mention, if you do move forward with an application for a home that you rent out, and you use your own information to qualify, that is going to preclude you for applying for a project at your own home. And that may be okay with you, but you may not want to limit yourself. So that is just something to keep in mind. You can't do both. You can't do a property that you rent out and a property that you're owner occupying. So just kind of keep that in mind. But again, since that's a kind of a more specific question that we might need the review team to help with that, just send me a note and we will get with them to kind of help you decide what might work best for you in that situation.
Thank you, Anita. I see no further questions in either
Okay.
the question and
Keep thinking of
answer
mine.
or the webinar chat.
Okay. Malcolm or Olivia, anything you think I need to re-emphasize or go back over, or any frequently asked questions that you can think of that we haven't covered yet? Let me know.
Thanks for the opportunity, Anita. I think that
Okay.
you've effectively answered many of the common questions that sort of
Okay.
pertain to the here DIY process. But I would add that you also shared the emphasis to the pending and upcoming program updates, which was helpful too.
True. True. Yep. Yeah, that may be a longer webinar that day. So, because we'll want to get everybody's questions answered to help them kind of move forward with the changes once they're in place. So we'll be sure to have some time for questions that day as well. Okay. All right. Well, we will get um, this webinar recording uploaded to our site, and we are planning another webinar in August, and then our changes webinar will likely be in September. So just stay in touch. Join our mailing list if you have not done so already. Favorite our website so that you can get back to it to see if we've posted anything related to the updates there. And then for those that had specific questions today that I couldn't fully cover, please go ahead and send me an email and remind me of your question and give me your contact information, and then we will try to get you rolling and get your question answered. And I just thank everyone so much for spending your lunch hour with us today and hope you learned a lot. And we will see you at the next webinar.